My top tip for dealing with the cold water when you're doing an open water swim is to make sure about 5 or 10 minutes before your swim you get in the water and you fully immerse yourself in the water, because that first feeling of the coldness will take your breath away, and expect that it will take your breath away. But what you've done after that, you've got in, you've maybe done your little bit of a warm up, and then you get out, and that point when you get out to when you get back in again, your body temperature will start to regulate itself, and that's when your wetsuit will really start to work. It'll keep the warm water inside and it'll keep the cold water outside. And usually when you get back in to start your race, you don't feel the cold water anymore. So I would certainly recommend that you get in first, just to get that initial shock out of your system, and then when you get in the second time, it shouldn't even be something that's on your mind. My top tip for the different types of open water swimming: there's rivers, there's lakes, and there's seas. The sea swims I generally find the hardest because the conditions are so varied. If there's a current, if there isn't a current, if there's sea life, if there isn't sea life. The weather can also play quite a lot of havoc on that, and generally because of the saltiness of the water, you'll probably find it quite difficult sort of in your mouth and on your skin and things. But the great thing about sea swimming is that you're more buoyant in the water, so it lifts you right up. So you generally, when you're swimming in the sea, you're swimming much faster than you would if you're swimming in a lake. But if you're swimming in a lake, your mouth and things, you're not too worried about the saltiness of the water, and you can kind of just generally get on with how you're swimming. Lakes and rivers depend on the currents really. It depends how the water's coming into the lake and how it's leaving. Generally you should be able to feel a current, and you should be able to see the current as well. If you're swimming and you feel like you're being pushed to the left, just make a conscious effort to try and swim to the right. But somebody should generally tell you before you get in if there's a current and how fast it's going and all that kind of stuff. But it shouldn't be something for you to worry about at all.